The other thing I wanted to talk about was Hellboy. We got a trailer for a new Hellboy movie called Hellboy the Crooked Man. Hellboy the Crooked Man trailer came out. It is co-written by Mike Mignola. It is directed by somebody, I think the name was Brian Taylor, I think, because I actually looked it up to see, is that the same Brian Taylor who's a music composer? I don't think it is. I think it's just a coincidence. But Hellboy the Crooked Man, this trailer Brian Taylor. Oh, you know what it is? He's part of the Neville Dean Taylor duo. Neville Dean Taylor, who directed Crank and Crank 2. One half of the Neville Dean Taylor group is doing Hellboy the Crooked Man. So this trailer came out the other day, and I watched it. I don't know what other people are thinking about it, but I got to say, I'm really let down by this trailer. I mean, ultimately, what I would like is Hellboy 3 by Del Toro. We know that's not going to happen. From what I understand, Del Toro and Mignola have a difference of opinion on where the story should go. From what I understand, Del Toro wants to tell the final Hellboy story and finish Hellboy's story arc. And Mignola is not okay with that. It's not okay with that. Because it's that he feels that's his story to tell as the creator of Hellboy. So he's like, well, okay, you can't tell that story. That's my story. And then from what I understand, they were at an impasse. They couldn't decide where to go. So Mignola got the rights back. He did the reboot a couple of years ago with David Harbour, which David Harbour's a great actor. I did not like that film. And now he's trying again with The Crooked Man, which is based on one of his comic book stories. Yeah, I'm not interested in this. I mean, I'm going to go see it. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to go see it because you got to give it a shot, right? But number one, it looks like it lacks humor. One of the things that really worked well in the Hellboy comics and in the first two movies is they do have a healthy sense of humor. They do. And that's missing here. This seems deadly serious from the trailer. And I looked at it and I'm like, there's no sense of fun here. Where's the fun? And that's disappointing. And then we've got the fact that it's rated R. I don't like the fact that it's rated R. The comics aren't rated R. If you read the comics, or at least they weren't back in the 90s. I haven't been reading them lately. I don't know if they've gotten more mature. But they were more all age comic. Like there wasn't like explicit profanity or anything in those comics. Not that I remember, at least. I'll admit it's been a while since I've read Hellboy. But like my 16-year-old daughter loves the Hellboy movies. I showed her the first two, and she liked them. She saw the animated movies. She liked them. This is something she'd like or like to see, and she can't because it's rated R. I'm like, why is it rated R? Why is it rated R? Like, for what reason? The last one was rated R too. It didn't work. It was a failure of a film. Why don't we make this PG-13? Because then it's more accessible to a wider audience. You're already going to struggle at the box office. Of course, this one does look more low budget. So maybe they'll recoup their losses because they didn't spend as much. I don't know. But I don't know. I think this is a disappointment. I'm totally on board for a new Hellboy movie, but this isn't really the one I want to see. Figure Drug says that yes, Big Bang Theory was crud. Penny was insufferable. Yeah, well, unfortunately, we're the minority on that. It was a big hit show, but I agree with you. I didn't like it. Oh God, that new Hellboy to me looks so cheap and bad. It seems to be missing the charm that makes Hellboy so beloved and appealing as a character. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. Yeah, I feel the same. I'm not feeling it on this new Hellboy movie at all. I wish I was. I'd like to be into this. I really would. I'm going to check it out. Like, I mean, come on. I always like to support the box office. So, I don't know. We'll be checking it out.